Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So today is a very exciting and special video because today I'm going to be doing my bedroom like reveal slash makeover. Don't look behind me. This is the finished sneak peek of the finished product. Yeah, so this video is just gonna be basically a video of the whole process of us making over our bedroom. As you can see, we painted, we did wallpaper, but I'm gonna give you a whole tour at the end of it. I filmed this over the course of like a couple weeks, so it's a little bit haphazard, which is why I kind of wanted to jump on and do like a formal intro. Basically, you're gonna see the process of us painting and doing the wallpaper, thrifting for furniture, and then kind of putting everything together and getting to the final product, which is where I am right now. Yeah, so that's what this video is, and I guess we'll just jump right into it. I think where we're gonna start it is when Eric and I are painting, and then we do the wallpaper after that. I want to show you guys the before just so you can get an idea of what it looks like and kind of see what we're working with. We haven't done anything to the room except for put furniture in it and decorate it since we moved in. So it's been this color, and you know, everything else is just kind of the same. So I was debating, as you can see, there's like a whole bunch of different colors on the door frame, but I've been debating what color to paint it. And I finally decided to go with this Wales blue, which is, I think it's actually a Benjamin Moore color, but I did like a Sherwin-Williams dupe. And then we're gonna be doing the wallpaper. We're gonna be doing some new decor, a few other things. Definitely, it's like the walls will be covered in wallpaper, the trim will be painted, new light fixture for sure, and a couple other things, like a few new pieces of furniture, and things like that. It's a little messy right now, but yeah, basically kind of just giving this room a complete refresh, redo, new rug. Yeah, I'm gonna do new lights, new lampshades, like 2 bedside tables. So it's gonna look pretty different. I mean, I think the bed will stay in the same spot, but the rest of it I think will look fairly different. But I'm gonna get like started on the trim. I'm gonna go ahead and see how much of that I can get done today, because obviously we're gonna do the wallpaper after we do the trim. So I'm gonna get working on that right now. It's a few days later and we have finished the trim. Now our goal is to do the ceiling. So we took down the old ugly boob light fixture because it was just so gross. And it was just really dusty and crusty anyways too. So we took that down, and then Eric is gonna help me paint the ceiling, and we're gonna do this piece of trim too. And obviously, because we're putting up wallpaper, it just doesn't matter if we get it on the walls. So we're not gonna be that careful. We're just gonna kind of go and get it painted up really good. I'm gonna do some touch-ups on the trim, and then at the end of today, hopefully we'll have the ceiling done, maybe the new light fixture up, and the new rug in, and then we can start on the wallpaper probably in a few days or so. We're kind of having to do it in like stints, but yeah. And we decided not to move our bed out because it was gonna be too much of a hassle, so we just covered it with this giant drop cloth. Yeah. Clove is sitting in my dressing room on my chair. Very cute. So we have done the first coat on the ceiling. I think we'll probably need one more. You can't really tell, but honestly, in some parts it looks really good, but then we kind of ran out of paint, which was really unfortunate. And so like around there, you can see we didn't get as much paint. So I think we'll end up doing one more coat on the ceiling. Eric's gonna get just like a half gallon of paint, and then we'll call it a day. And actually we might do the light fixture today. And then we'll probably start on the wallpaper at a different time because it's just a little too much to do all in one day. Okay guys, we decided to just go ahead and try and wallpaper today to get it out of the way. I don't know if we'll finish all of it today. We might not. But this is what it's looking like. I am obsessed with the wallpaper. It looks so good. I really love it. But it's from Rifle Paper Co. and I can link which one it is down below. But basically, I'm not going to give you a tutorial on how to do this because first of all, I don't really know how to do it and Eric's doing most of it. And second of all, I'm not a DIY person and I'm not a perfectionist. And so it doesn't look perfect in every spot. Those darker lines are kind of where we had to put extra paste and extra, like wiped it down and stuff so it looks a little dark and discolored, but it won't look like that. We just finished the corner, which was kind of tricky. And then honestly, we started at the easiest part because it's gonna be really hard once we get over here, since we have so many windows and stuff. Honestly, the worst wall is probably gonna be this wall, but we're gonna try and just do our best and see what happens. Yeah, and that's kind of where we are right now. I think it's looking really, really good. I'm super excited, and the ceiling looks great. It's pretty much dried. And then eventually we'll put in the new light fixture and it'll feel like a brand new room. Hey guys, so I am in the car about to go thrifting for the bedroom. As you would have seen in the clip, what am I saying? In the clip before this, we're getting pretty close. Wallpaper's up generally, and now it's just decorating it and finding the furniture pieces that we need and all of that. So yeah, we're gonna get in the car, and well, I'm in the car already. We're gonna go do some thrifting. I think I'm gonna go to some antique stores too, because sometimes that's kind of where you find the better furniture options and like larger pieces, and thrift stores are sometimes where you look for like the smaller decor pieces. So yeah, we're gonna hit up some antique stores and see what we can find. Okay, we're done with our thrifting trip for the day. We're gonna head home, and I think we're gonna finish up the wallpaper either today or tomorrow, but I'll update you guys on the wallpaper process. And yeah, fingers crossed we get it done really soon because we're very sick of doing it. All right, we have reached the last corner, which we purposely waited to do this last because we knew it was gonna be the hardest part. The rest of it's finished. I won't show you the whole thing, but we finished this. It's taken us like 2 days. 3 days? 2 days.
1 long day and 2 short days.
Yeah, we definitely could have done it in either 1 day or 2 if we had like really pushed and kept doing it like...
Probably 8 hours.
Yeah, it would have taken like 8 hours or something. But we got tired yesterday and we stopped wanting to do it. But this corner is like the dreaded corner because it's not quite small enough for just 1 piece, so it's somehow gonna have to be 2 pieces. I don't know, it's gonna be really horrible.
None of the corners of our house are square.
And we're gonna have to cut around this thing.
Yeah.
It's really gonna be horrible. So yeah, that's what we're about to do. And then the wallpaper will be done and I can actually start decorating. Actually, we still need to do the light fixture, which Eric, I think, is gonna do after this. and then we'll be done with all the hard stuff and it'll just be time to decorate. So that is this little section. Obviously, you guys, the hugest, most massive change that we made was the wallpaper and painting the trim. The trim is painted in Wales Gray, and then the wallpaper is a wallpaper from Rifle Paper Co. I think it's called like the pomegranate wallpaper, but I can link it down below, and I can link the trim color if you'd like as well. But that was the biggest change that we made. You guys obviously saw the progress of that. And then really after that was done, everything came together pretty quickly. The rug is also from Rifle Paper Co. They gifted me both of these things. This is not a paid sponsorship. They just gifted me the items to kind of do whatever I wanted with, and I ended up really liking both of them, so I used them. This bed we've always had. You guys will have seen that before. The bedding is a mix between vintage bedding and new bedding. This is a vintage quilt, and this is actually a striped quilt from Target, and the green one is actually from Target as well. They've got some really good quilts, and because we kind of go through them, we have to wash them so often because our dogs do get on the bed, and sometimes the antique ones just don't hold up well enough to actually use on our bed. Then over here is Eric's bedside table. I've styled it up a little more than I normally would have. It wouldn't usually have those candles and stuff because he'll stack his books and things on it. But this is his bedside table, and then some more art. These are actually right here, more prints from my friend Chloe. I love them so much. All the frames are thrifted though. All of the frames are antique or just thrifted frames. Harry has moved. This is like his favorite spot. And then I really wanted to incorporate drapes to some extent because if you guys remember, we used to have them behind our bed actually. But because we painted the trim, I wanted to be able to show off the trim, and I knew I wanted to have like bigger lamps and things like that, and the drapes will kind of get in the way. So this window is so small, I don't think it could handle 2 panels. So we just put the 1 panel on there. I do think it's not like my favorite setup. I may end up changing it, but I think it's okay for now. And then right here, this is probably my favorite art little collection right here. So I've got this thrifted frame, and I actually cut a piece of fabric and put that as like the backing behind this print. And this print is, I just bought it online. It's of a dog. Obviously we're obsessed with dogs, so it kind of worked perfectly. These little horse heads I've had for a really long time. I thrifted these, oh gosh, probably like a year ago. And I just never knew exactly what to do with them. I love them. I think they're amazing, and I can't believe I got them at Goodwill. They were $2 each, which is just crazy, and I thought this was kind of perfect. I really wanted to add some black accents in the room because I didn't want it to feel too feminine. I mean, I obviously love everything that's really feminine and kind of girly and frilly, but obviously this isn't just my room. It's Eric's room too. And so I wanted to add a few elements that made it feel a little more grounded. And this mirror was one of those elements. It's really big and heavy, and it has kind of this, it's not overly like ornamental, but it does have some really pretty black trim is kind of nice. It brings another black accent in. So that I thought was pretty grounding for the space. And here on the desk, well, this is actually like one of Eric's dressers, but for the top of it, I just styled it up with some books, some figurines. I have so many animal ceramics. It's kind of crazy. And then on either side of the mirror, we put these candlesticks with beeswax candles, which I thought just kind of added a little bit of a natural element. Looks nice. And that's pretty much everything. I mean, this dresser we already had, this little chair we already had, the bed frame we already had. So it was mostly just the decor pieces that we really added and kind of changed around. But overall, I'm super, super happy with it. And I just love the way that it turned out. The dogs love it. We love it. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you love our new bedroom as much as we do. We obviously didn't have a huge budget to do this with. We just used the furniture that we had. We thrifted and antiqued some small decor pieces, and then of course the wallpaper and the rug were gifted. Not sponsored, they just gave them to me, which is awesome because I ended up loving them, from Rifled Paper Co. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. I really hope you guys loved it. If you did, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. That would be awesome. You can see more videos like this. I do kind of like room makeovers and thrifting, a lot of antiquing content. I think that's everything for today. I hope you guys loved the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!